What's up, everybody? S. Dot back with another movie review. Today we're going to talk about Brightburn. The Brightburn premise is original. I mean, it's not something that they very often tackle on the big screen or on the small screen. I mean, what would happen if Superman instead of Superman being a beacon of hope, he was a harbinger of darkness? What if instead of Superman was sent here to inspire us, he was sent here to rule us? This is something that has been tackled a few times in the comics, but not really a premise that is often taken. Like I said, not something that's really addressed too much on the big screen or the small screen. And I thought the premise pretty much was executed well. I mean, there's a couple of little nitpicks we'll get to later, but I thought they did a good job overall with executing the premise. The action scenes were great. I mean, the look and the feel of the movie was great. It was very suspenseful, had you edge of your seat. You didn't really know what was going to happen next a lot of the time. I mean, they did a very good job with that. I love the horror elements of the movie. I'm not a big horror movie fan. It's not really my thing. But I thought they did it very well, and it played well off of the premise of the movie. The cast was okay. I mean, nothing special. I thought the mother and the father characters had like zero chemistry. I mean, it was very uneven. Jackson A. Dunn was great as Brandon Breyer. I mean, he's the kid. He was great, but overall the cast was like, ho hum. The one thing I did not like, one of the things that kind of takes away from the movie, is they take the dumb victim route that most horror movies take. That is horrible. Like, I don't understand like why these victims gotta be so dumb. Like, they can still do things that make sense and are smart, but at the same time, why they gotta be so dumb? Like, why would you, like, some of the scenes, you're like, what? Why would you do that? Like, that didn't even make any sense. So that was disappointing. It had the potential to be so much smarter than that. Like, he has these powers, so people can be smart and he still get them. So I thought that was very disappointing. The other disappointing thing was the pacing and the way the movie was edited was off to me. Now, the pacing was just all over the place. I mean, it was very herky-jerky. It was very kind of like, oh, what's going on here? And then the next scene would be like, what just happened? And I think that had a lot to do with the editing. The way that movie was edited. It was almost like it was edited out of order. Stuff would happen, you're like, what? And that happened too many times in the movie for me. Like, I was like, what? What happened? Why are we, what? That should not happen when I'm seeing a movie. Like, I should not have to piece together, unless it's something intentional, but this wasn't intentional. These are supposed to be like scenes that happen like back to back to back. And it's just the way it flowed just did not do it for me. That was bad. Like, they should have done a lot better. Like, whoever edited the movie didn't know the order of the movie. Like, they didn't know, oh, this is how it's supposed to go. And they took the scene and said, oh, this is how I think it should go. And yeah, it really didn't work. Overall, I did enjoy the movie. It was a great summer fare. I see a lot of potential. I think that's the most disappointing part, because it's one of the movies you see a lot of potential, and you see a lot of things that could happen and that maybe should happen, but need to happen maybe in a future movie. They definitely, not really a spoiler, but they set up a universe. I think that's what all movies are doing now. They're setting up a universe that they can expand on and make sequels or make other characters in the same universe. I think that's something that everybody's doing. Call it a Marvel effect or whatever. But yeah, I still enjoyed it. I will give three out of 5 stars. Not something that you need to rush out the movie theater to see. This is one of the things you can see at home. You can see, like I said, see it at home, watch on Netflix, or get the Blu-ray when it comes out. It's definitely worth watch. I definitely suggest you see it, but not something you have to rush out to the theater to see. All right, so the next one, peace.